Alright, so this is my review of the 7010B. This is a deck that you can buy for your car, basically from eBay. You can get it for about 50 bucks, which is not bad. Let's see if I can get over here so I can get the glare off. There you go. So right now we're kind of in the MP3 section where you would play music. The one thing I don't like about the deck is, unlike my other one where you can kind of scroll through folders, you can't. You just basically have to go like scroll up and then try to find music that way. One thing that you can do is if you hit this button, you can jump to like a certain thing. So if you wanted to jump to say 300, you just jump to that MP3, which is pretty cool. And then it'll jump straight to it. Pause because I don't want to play the music. But yeah, so that is okay, but it would only be like interesting if you had like a certain amount of music and you knew what number was what. So that's kind of weird. Other than that, there's not a lot to it. Basically going back, you can see I actually put that background in. That's a DeLorean. I just kind of changed the image. You can actually explore your images and you can assign an image for the background. Probably gonna want a dark image because the text is white, so if you have a lighter image it's going to look weird. But yeah, so the main feature that I bought this for, just like the other deck that I have in my other Honda, is the fact that you can hook your phone up to it. So basically when I'm driving down the road, phone rings, it rings through the radio. So the music stops, the radio rings, I can answer it, I can make calls from here, which is mainly the reason why I got this deck too. Another thing is I don't really, most of the stuff I have are MP3s. I don't really have a whole lot of CDs anymore, so I don't really need a CD player. This whole CD thing's kind of dead. So basically that's where your music is, your MP3s. They play directly off an SD card, which is right here. You can play movies. The cool thing about the movie feature, unlike the other deck I have, is it comes out of the box. It doesn't matter if you're in motion in the car or whatever, you can just start a movie and let it play. Which, you know, I don't recommend you doing that if you're driving, but you have to disable that feature in the other deck I have, which kind of sucks. This has an auxiliary in, so you can run a camera if you need a backup camera. We don't need that. I like the fact that it does have time, so it keeps the time, which is really cool. And then you can view photos, you know, or explore the directories. Of course, it has the AM/FM radio. You just have to go in and set it so it's set to US. It sounds really good. The system runs really good. The only thing that kind of sucks is I had to modify the bezel for this to fit, because it's not really a deep radio. It's fairly thin. But yeah, other than that, it works great. It sounds really good, and I really enjoy it. If you go into your settings here, you can change a bunch of different stuff as far as like how you want it to look or any of that stuff. It's got a steering wheel setting, factory default setting. You can pair a remote. It comes with a remote. It's in the glove box because we're not using it. Other than that, it's a pretty good radio. I think it's pretty cool. So I like the fact that it plays MP3s and you just have to have an SD card. Not really big into the other stuff. So got a place here you can plug in if you needed to hook up your like a thumb drive. You could do that there. It's got an auxiliary port too, which is really cool. So you can basically auxiliary your phone if you wanted to. But you don't really have to do that because through Bluetooth you can actually play music directly off your phone if you wanted to. So it's right here. So that's cool too. Especially if you have like Pandora or something on your phone, you can basically listen to it directly. So that's cool. Other than that, that is about it. It's a really nice deck. I like the fact too that it has a volume knob that's kind of here. And let's go back here. You can change your background, which is like really cool. I like that feature a whole lot. Let's see, I'm trying to kind of get it so I don't have the glare on it. But if you click in here, you can set your balance. You get your faders. I faded all the way forward because this is a truck. It only has front door speakers. Has EQ, loud feature, which adds a lot of bass, and then your volume. And basically you turn it off, leave it on. It works really good. So this deck is actually really cool, especially for the price. You can't beat that. I got it for like 40 bucks shipped here. So definitely like this deck a whole lot, and I'm gonna get another one probably for my other Honda, but I'm gonna try a different model. All the models basically that I'm getting have the phone feature, and that's kind of the main thing, but I like to kind of switch it up a little bit, see what else they got out there. So we'll do another deck later, and for right now this is it. Alright, well, you guys take it easy. Peace out.